Welcome to Tea Talks. Welcome, Sammy.
Hi! It's
Sammy's
been a minute.
Yeah, we haven't had you for a few weeks, have we?
No.
No. Oh well, the fans have been missing you.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm sorry we're very late this week. Very, very late.
Hectic week, everyone.
Yeah.
Hectic.
We've had some visitors. We had Molly, my niece Sam's cousin, come and stay with us for a few days, which was really lovely. We had such a nice time. We've also had Stevie Lee, cousin again from Melbourne, who's flown up. She's staying at Ebony's, but they've been over a bit, which has been nice as well.
Lovely.
Haven't seen her in a long time, so
Yeah.
it's been nice to catch up with her. Yeah, but we've had full house, but also I've had a couple of kind of average days as well.
Yeah.
Where I haven't really been up to doing my socials, keeping up with my social media commitments. So yeah, I think I'm just feeling a bit tired, and yeah, some days a bit overwhelmed, you know.
Yeah.
But I still love, I love having the visitors, but I do pay the consequences sometimes.
Yeah, because it takes a lot out of you to, you know, engage in that sort of way, talking a lot.
The other day we had a few things on. I think I had physio in the morning, and I can't remember what else. A visitor as well, and then the afternoon, Lisa, my sister, rang me, and I just said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I've got no words left. My voice can't do it this afternoon." So yeah, I do get a bit worn out, but it's nice having the visitors, and got Heather, who's become our regular baker.
Love it.
Who just drops for the phone buzzers, and she's downstairs with food.
It's amazing.
It's just been so nice. Like, she loves baking, and that's what she feels like she can do. And she knows it makes us happy, but it makes her happy as well.
Yeah.
So that's been really nice as well. What was your first week back at work? Sammy had how long of work?
I think it was like 6 weeks.
Oh my god, it seemed like a long time.
It was 2 weeks, and then I went back for a day, and then
then she had a breakdown.
I was like, maybe I should take some time off.
Yeah, so it seemed like a very long time, but it was nice.
Well needed, I think.
And your mental health was way better when you returned to work than what it was when you finished up. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you were really not good.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, I needed that extended amount of time off, so like to just like chill and be here, which I kind of did. Like, I just pretty much just stayed at home.
Yeah, we just hung out, and it was not like, I enjoyed having you home.
I know. When I went back, I was like, I miss Mum.
Yeah, I did miss Sammy too when you went back, but you also need to work, so you know. Yeah. The work ethic thing in me is like, back to work. But I also recognise that was a really good thing for you to have that big long break and get you back in the right headspace again. Yeah. Yeah, you got a bit going on.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah.
Also on Monday we had another follow up with the nurse. Shall we just call her the nurse?
Just the nurse. Yeah.
Oh my god, it was an appointment at the clinic at the hospital. She is like.
She's just like set
I
out
think
to.
She likes me.
No.
Oh my god, she doesn't like. First of all, my food. So she doesn't like that I didn't get the tube for tube feeding, and now she's trying to shame me because I'm not eating much food. She goes, "And you're eating lots of protein," and I'm just thinking, nowhere, anywhere did anyone tell me to eat more protein. And I'm not a big
And for the last time, you've told her before, you're eating what you want when you want.
Yeah, I told her.
Leave me alone.
I'm eating what I want when I want, and I'm vegetarian. So I said to her, look, I've been going to the gym pretty regular for the last 15 years. Every trainer, every challenge, every time I've done something at all, they've told me I need to eat more protein, and they didn't win. So you're not gonna. Like.
And then after that, you would think that she'd be like, okay, I'll drop it.
Yeah, because she was trying to get me to have protein shakes, and I've never had one. I hate them. So I have tried them, but I hate them. So then she tried to tell me that if I didn't eat protein, my skin was going to break down and I would get a skin infection.
Which
and
is
it's
a ghastly way to die. Ghastly,
oh
she says.
Oh my God. So then she started telling me, you know, I might not die of MND. I could fall and hit my head and...
You might just hit your head and die instead.
Yeah.
That make you feel better?
And there's voluntary assisted dying available next year.
So if you just hold off until then, good to go.
Oh my God, she was, Ebony kind of had a crack and said, because she was saying, how's your planning going and stuff? And I was like, well, how can I plan if no one wants to tell me how long I've got to live or what stage I'm at, or, you know, and then she was like, oh, she refuses to even acknowledge my condition has gotten worse. She said to me, some people can't even get a sentence out without having to stop for breathing. I'm like, me? Like, am I the person in the room, or are you thinking about someone else?
Yeah.
And then Ebony said, well, to be fair, like, what? Well, first of all, she said, I feel like every time we come here, you minimalize, like, my condition and the progress. You know, you make it not to be as bad as what it is. And then Ebony said to her, and what assessments have you done to be able to say that? Because she's done no assessments on me. And she's like, oh, well, it's my years of being a nurse and just sitting here and watching you, not being able to see that I can't get a sentence out without taking several breaths.
Yeah. And also, love, your experience, good for you. You've got experience.
Yeah.
But, like, actually some tests would be good too.
Yeah.
Or, like, some, you know, you're not the MND whisperer. We don't just, you know, you can't just walk into an appointment and you just be like, yeah, this is exactly what's going on.
Yeah, and then I was getting upset, and then she started to try the empathy, which she wasn't very good at, and said, oh, what did you like to do before you had MND? And I said, exercise, go to the beach. She's like, oh, did you know you can hire those beach chairs, beach wheelchairs? Like, of course I fucking know. Can hire the beach wheelchairs. Look like an idiot being rolled down to the beach. Look at me, everybody, look at me.
That's just how Mum feels.
Oh.
All right. If you want to use the beach chairs, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mum, just
I don't want to. I'm embarrassed because I am someone who had the boogie board in the back of the car.
Yeah, and that's not going to the beach for you.
No.
Going to the beach was going on the boogie board, spending like a few hours down there.
I can't even imagine trying to get on that beach wheelchair. And then once I get to the beach, what's going to happen then? Because if I get a mouthful of water or something, how does that work? Or it's not going to be enjoyable for me. So yeah, but she was, I don't know, it was just really giving me lip service basically, and I didn't appreciate it. So
yeah,
there was a lot more that kind of went on. She told me that because when we talked about what assessments have you done, she said, well, the respiratory lung function assessments, they're not accurate. Like, well, why did you send me for one then? Because I went for one a few months ago, and I'd be curious to see what it is now. Oh, they're not accurate. You basically learn how to get better at them or something. Like, well, I've only had one, so I couldn't believe her attitude, and I don't want to go back to her again. But Bron, my friend, wants me to, because she wants to come with me, sort her out. So we might have one final visit. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I got nothing out of that appointment. As usual, I get nothing except for I got upset. We decided we were going to get a taxi there for the first time. Ebony was taking me just to be safer, getting me in and out of the car. Ebony booked me a taxi at 9:15 for 12:15. We're outside at 12:15, they're not there. So she brings them up and they said, oh, just because you booked one doesn't guarantee that one's going to come at that time. And we were like, oh, well, what would be the point of booking one then?
Yeah.
And then they couldn't help us. They told us to wait. So they made it priority. They told us to wait 10 minutes or so. So we waited 10 minutes, rang back, still no taxi. They did something else, prioritised it again. Ebony rang back another 5 minutes after that. They couldn't tell us if one was coming because their information doesn't tell them if there's a maxi taxi in the area. So there was no way to say if one
Just
was
very
on its way. Like
disorganised.
how is this? I bet if it was a ride down to bloody Robina Hospital or something, which was a decent ride, they would have been jumping through hoops to take us.
Yeah.
So that was annoying. So then Ebony had to race and grab the car and get me in and out of the car on her own, which was tricky. Yeah, so that was really annoying. And yeah, 1-3 cabs, that's pretty shit service.
Oh, putting on blast.
Yeah, but that is shit, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is.
Like I've got a disability and I need to get to an appointment. How would that, like, 3 hours notice is not enough?
Yeah.
But even if I booked yesterday, it seems that wouldn't guarantee me that I would get a taxi. That's shocking. Anyway.
It's ghastly.
Ghastly. But apart from that, like, have we had anything else much happen this week? Lovely visits.
Yeah, we've just had like a lot of people over, a lot of visits. God, the house needs a bloody clean.
Yeah, our cleaner's got COVID, so we've had no cleaner, and we've had a bit of a trail of destruction over the last few days.
Yeah.
Needs a bit of a detail.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll do that, won't you, Sammy?
Can't wait.
Yeah, but oh, that's right. I think my machine, you know how I got sick the other day from the machine? Yeah. I think maybe I'm getting too much carbon dioxide in my tummy, because the other day when I had it on, my tummy like blew up and was all like really hard, wasn't it? And then I said to Sammy, get me a D-gas thing, and I took that. Next minute I was like, get me a bowl. Yeah, get me a bowl. So I didn't vomit, but I do that. Oh, they're just gross, aren't they? Like, it's like dry heaving, which is the worst. It's shocking. Yeah, ghastly. It's ghastly. It's just ghastly. Yeah, so ghastly. I think if that happens again, I might have to get my machine altered, which to me is a bit of a sign of deterioration. But kinda, yeah. Yeah, that has to get done. Like, it's probably once a month or so. The machine needs to be adjusted because my breathing gets worse. But yeah, we know the signs now, so we can just take it and get it done. So yeah. I don't think I've got anything else much to report. Sammy's done my makeup today. Oh yeah. Yeah. Doesn't she look gorgeous? I feel a lot better when I have my makeup done. And your hair done. Yeah, my hair. She's so gorgeous. I've gone for like a very soft bridal type look. The bridal look I've got today, even though there's no wedding. No. Don't go getting excited. But happy to have the bridal look. Yeah. I think you look just stunning. Stunning. We've lost a little bit more weight too, haven't we? Yeah. 67.7. 67.7, yeah. Yeah. So about 13 kilos all up. Going good. My weight loss journey. That's the one positive out of weight loss journey. The weight loss journey. Which old mate, the nurse, is none too happy about. No. Yeah. It's trying to scare me into getting skin infections and dying a ghastly death. God. Yeah, but anyway. I get a bit of joy when I get on the scales and they've dropped a little bit.
And it's like, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
If you're happy about it, then it's literally, I don't care.
I mean, I probably got my calories the other day. Heather bought me a big box of Bam Bam pastries, and they are quite a few calories.
Yeah.
I had a bit of each of those, so I reckon I got my calories that day. Yeah.
I reckon you did too.
Anyway, I think, oh, and the other thing, Ash from work came down and bought me this beautiful quilt. Can you grab it? It's over there, I think. This amazing quilt, and it's got all T-isms on it. I think it's down that way, Sammy. Oh, don't tell me it's lost.
Ah, here it is.
It's got so many of my T-isms on it. Just going to bring it down and show you. It is so beautiful. I just think, oh my God, like I left there a year ago and they're still doing all this beautiful stuff for me. It's got I'm rich and I'm skinny, and it's hard to soar like an eagle when you're surrounded with turkeys. Suppress, suppress, suppress. Anyway,
just so many lovely different messages on it. It's
yeah, life is a delicate balance of the right medication. Just beautiful. I love it. Everyone's just put something on there that reminds the bubble. Angie's put the bubble quote on there. But how beautiful is that? That's just amazing. I just love it so much. I couldn't think of anything better.
Yeah.
To give me each one. Like I remember saying that to that person. I remember saying that to that person, and yeah. So I loved that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Anyway, here we go. Anyway, I think we should wrap her up. Do you reckon, Sammy?
Let's wrap her up.
Yeah, it's been okay of a week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's only going to be a short week this week because we're Sunday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're a bit late, so we'll try and get it out on time next week. Let's see how we go.
Let's see how we go.
Prepare early, I think. It's probably because it gets left to, oh, we'll do it later on today, and it doesn't happen. Then the next day goes.
This whole week's been a bit hectic.
Yeah, it has. It has. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you all next week. Or on TikTok if you like, before then. See ya.
See